5 signs that you are in a toxic relationship. Welcome guys to our channel, and in this video we are going to talk about these signs. So stick with me and let's get started. Now the first sign is control. And when I say control, it means if you start to notice that your partner want to check your phones, check the messages you have on your Instagram, Snapchat, asking you for the passwords, wants to control pretty much everything around you, trying to call you every 2 hours to check where you are, doesn't really trust you, if you are with friends, or if you are going to a party, and he get worried and start to call you what you are doing. And if you are, let's say, with a male friend, or if you are with a female friend, she or he start to call you and get jealous over that. This is a sign of control, and you don't want to be in this relationship. Okay. So the second sign is insecurity. They make you feel insecure all the time. You start to feel insecure, and they do it in many ways. They do it by criticizing you, trying to put you down all the time. And if you achieved something in your career and you did something great, they try to actually put you down and make you feel insignificant. They don't feel good when you are successful. So, and that start to make you feel insecure about yourself, because you have to understand emotions are contagious. So even if you are a super confident person, and if you know who you are and all of that, but if you live with a toxic person, that toxic person can get into your skin and can make you feel insecure in a long term. So the third sign is they try to manipulate your emotions, and they do it in a different ways. So they do it by being passively aggressive with you, or they're trying to use hot and cold behaviors, or they try to be one moment aggressive and one moment very loving. So it's like a bipolar situation. So I give you a scenario here. So let's say you got into an argument with this toxic person. That toxic person will try to make the argument so bad, and they try to make you that it is your fault all the time, and you are the one who was responsible. And they create drama, they abuse you even verbally, and they do a lot of things to make you feel so bad about the situation. And then after they finish that, immediately they switch into loving, and they come to you and tell you, yeah, I love you, forgive me, I'm sorry. And they use this behavior all the time as a way to keep you. And it's a very a psychological manipulative behavior. Toxic people using that in a relationship, and you need to really pay attention to this behavior. That's why a lot of people stay in a toxic relationship, because that toxic person, the person who's trying to manipulate them, use this technique, the cold and hot emotions. One time are very aggressive, and one time are very loving. They get very aggressive when you don't do what they want, and then once you change your behavior and do what they want, they become loving. This is a very dangerous one. The fourth sign is making you feel guilty all the time. So this is as well, it's a common one. Sometimes that toxic person will try to make you feel guilty when you do anything does not match their expectation. And because they try to make you feel guilty, you decide to keep staying with them. So that point actually connected to the previous one. So if you start to feel that you always feel guilty, if you go out with your friends, you feel guilty because he or she doesn't like that. You know, if you make a new friend, you know, you feel guilty. If you start to learn new things, you feel guilty. So if you start to experience guilt in a relationship, you are in a toxic one. Pay attention to this and get out immediately. And the last sign is when the relationship becomes a duty rather than a choice. Again, a duty rather than a choice. So that means you start to feel that spending time with your partner becomes like it's more of I have to do it. Why? Because I am in a relationship, or I have been with him for maybe like 2-3 years. So now it's a duty. Eating with him is a duty. Going out with him is a duty. Having sex with him is a duty. If you start to feel that you're not choosing, like you wanting to be with that person, that means you are in an unhealthy relationship. Thanks for watching, and if you have any question, make sure you leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Done.